Every day here at Busch Gardens, we're getting one step closer to unleashing our biggest thrill ride ever. Check this out. These are the actual seats you'll be riding in on Falcon's Fury. These seats are in 8 groups of 4 for a total of 32 seats. Each seat will give riders a different view of Busch Gardens. On a clear day, maybe even Miami, Atlanta, or our gorgeous beaches. As you know, Falcon's Fury takes riders up nearly 300 feet. As you reach the top, your seats will tilt 90 degrees. This is the closest experience to skydiving without having to jump out of an airplane. Think about it. When you're skydiving, you're falling face first back down to the ground. Once you pull your parachute, you kick back to the vertical position. As if the idea of being face down wasn't enough to twist your stomach into knots, we've developed a random hold at the top of the ride before your big drop. That means we'll hold you anywhere between 1 to 5 seconds. I told you, this ride is going to be legendary. So in our last webisode, we told you we'd be going vertical. And man, did we go vertical. Let's go check out the site. Our crews worked around the clock to install these 9 tube segments. Over 6,000 bolts were used to assemble what will soon be known as North America's tallest freestanding drop tower. Then it was time to install the most important piece, the machine house. It's wicked heavy at 107 tons. It houses 4 enormous electrical motors. Together these motors equal 1,000 horsepower. Every time I see guests walk by this massive structure, I hear them say, "How do you build something that tall?" Well, Mark, how do you do it?
Very carefully. Visitors to Busch Gardens can see how tall this structure is, but what they can't see is how deep into the ground we go or all the cool stuff inside. Below us, there are 105 steel beams that were driven into the ground. They went anywhere from 75 to 205 feet deep. Now let's take a look inside to this epic ride to see what else needs to be done before it's ready for its first drop.
This is the manway. Our crews climb through this structure, then climb the ladder 365 steps to get to the top. The whole trip takes about 35 minutes. Remember, that's 335 feet straight up.
These are the power cables. Each is a continuous cable that runs all the way to the top. That's 18,000 pounds of cable. This cable has the 3 braided wire strands that will power the 4 AC motors that will move the ride vehicle. With all of these installations and the upcoming safety testing, we still have plenty of work to do.
We're not ready to announce an opening date just yet.
But we're going to share it pretty soon.
Falcon's Fury really has changed Busch Gardens skyline forever.
I built some pretty cool rides over my years at Busch Gardens, but none as tall and terrifying as this one. I'd like to give you a taste of what's to come on our next webisode, but now it's lunchtime.
Stay tuned to our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and our blog.